Hi folks, as you know, the Canon R1 is coming during the first half of the year, but we have no clue what the specs will be. And looking at the rumors we got in the past year, they are pretty inconsistent. One time they talk about a possible high resolution sensor, now they are saying it will have a low resolution sensor. Then they say previously said it would record 8K, now no 8K, and then of course one time they said it would have global shutter, and now it's not having global shutter. So I took up the task to dig into those R1 rumors, asking my trusted sources if they got something about this camera, and one source actually gave me a feedback. So this is a trusted source, and he actually knows some of the Canon R1 specs through his channel, but he didn't feel like sharing the specs because only a few people know about it and he doesn't want to get busted or get into any troubles. But I asked him an opinion about the camera, and he's unbiased, and I know the source. He's very realistic when it comes to sharing info and details about cameras, and quote unquote he said this camera will be insane. So insanely capable, really exciting. This is what he said. And he also mentioned that all those rumors that we read the past months, to not really trust them, and he cannot share, like I told you, the exact specs yet. Maybe in a couple of weeks I can share them, so fingers crossed that in a couple of weeks I can tell you more about this camera. But the camera is insane, which means definitely an exciting high-end model. So it will not be a letdown in any means, okay? This is the only thing I can share. I know it's very little, but at least it's coming from a source that actually saw the camera, so it knows about the camera. So now I feel like more excited to learn more about the Canon R1, knowing that it will have some probably new tricks and features that will be exciting. And as you know, I'm a Sony shooter, but I'm very happy if the competition brings innovation and puts some pressure on Sony, because as you know, Sony isn't a perfect company. They have some things they are not doing as well as the competition, like for example the firmware strategy. We put some pressure in 2023 on Sony to be more consistent on that, and we achieved at least something that because on March we will get the Sony A1 and Sony A7S III firmware update, which is going to be very big from what I told you from my trusted sources. So this will be very exciting, and I hope that the Canon R1, if it's a good camera, will push Sony to really keep adding new firmware updates for the high-end camera like the A1, because the R1 is going to compete with the A1, and also maybe put some pressure on the A1 II. So Sony, when the A1 II will be released probably in 1 year from now, if the Canon R1 is going to be a success, the A1 II will definitely have to be an exciting camera and also be priced in a way that it really can compete against the Canon R1. As you know, the Nikon Z8, Z9 are really exciting cameras in terms of features and pricing. Sony has still not dropped the price of the A1 in 3 years, which is kind of surprising. I was thinking that they would drop the price just to keep it on a level with the Z9, for example. I hope that with the firmware update coming in March, they will release new features, add new features on the A1, and at the same time also lower the price. Would make sense to me. And if the Canon R1 is going to be good, then the A1 II is likely to be maybe an even more exciting camera. And this is it for today. If you are a Canon shooter and want to know more about the R1, I will try my best to get some reliable info at least about the R1, and fingers crossed in a couple of weeks I can tell you more about this camera. So if you are interested into this rumor, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and I see you soon, folks.